All right, my friends, this one is for those who are looking to lose unwanted body fat, a little bit of weight, have struggled with doing so for some time. And we're going to make this really simple in a few step series, okay? Now, to create an understanding of current eating patterns, to create awareness around how many calories and macronutrients we're taking in a day, in a week, and on average, and just to understand ourselves a little bit better, we need to standardize our intake. We need an understanding of what that looks like for us. So we need to track. I use the analogy for people sometimes. If I said, hey, we're in New York, I want you to get to California, and there's two people, and one is just going to wing it. They have no way of knowing how to get there. They're likely going to be able to get there. I don't know when. It may take 5 days, a week, a month. I don't know. And then the other person has a GPS. And they're going to get there depending on the speed and the brakes that they need, things of that nature, but they're going to get there much faster because they have the map. So I know tracking can come with it, emotions and feelings. So if you're a little bit old school, tracking could be writing down on a pen and paper. If you are more inclined, there's helpful apps out there like MyFitnessPal where you can begin to plug in your food. Now, here's the deal. Step one is not changing anything. It's for a week or two, ideally two, put into MyFitnessPal. And you can even scan these things. You can search these things and just get the best estimate. Track your weekly or 2 weeks of current intake. And what this will help do is this will help you understand across that time, what is your average protein intake? What is your average carbohydrate intake? What is your average fat intake? And then we have the foundation to work from fat loss. Now, I like to tell people too, you're not going to be tracking forever for the rest of your life, but if you're not losing the fat, not losing the weight that you want to, we need to try something different. And the best way is to have an understanding of the actual intake. We have the numbers, we have the data, then we can move into further steps down the line to actually help move the needle in fat and weight loss. So that is goal, challenge. Phase one is just don't change anything you're doing eating-wise. Just begin tracking your current intake. Everything. Oils you use to cook, the 5 things you snack on. Again, no judgment of yourself. Just plug it all in and then start to look at Monday to Tuesday to Wednesday to Thursday and the average of caloric intake. Even alcohol, guys. Even alcohol. Everything. So everything goes in there. And then, obviously, as we progress through this series, we're going to talk about how to choose better foods. What do we do with these things? So we can, combine with our training, our resistance training that we love to do, combine that with the better choices outside of the gym. We pair those two together because they have to be together to actually get results and long-standing results, especially with things of pertaining to like our health, our body, fat loss, muscle gain, things of this nature. We have to marry that relationship. And this is where we start. So standardize your intake for challenge 2 weeks and get a baseline understanding of your average intake. That's going to be our foundation. When we move into phase 2, we're going to take that information and we're going to talk about how to choose healthier foods. Hope that helps.